he's out there on his journey. He doesn't want to be seen.
Exactly.
Right.
Disappear.
Was it in my imagination today, but was it a little bit warmer out there? Did it feel warmer to you out there?
Like early afternoon, it was a beautiful day. No wind.
Yes.
Or, it was cool.
Much calmer.
Loved it.
Yeah, and
So
tonight
nice.
it's not going to be as cold as it was last night. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to be cold. Does that make sense? Still cold.
Did you say something about winds, though, too?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we've got a chance of, those Santa Anas kicking in again.
Not as bad.
Not
as they were
nearly as
last
bad.
week.
I mean, we set the
Thank
bar
goodness
pretty
for
high
that.
last week,
Yeah.
so it's not going to be as bad. We're also looking at a chance of rain as we head into our forecast. So we're going to show you exactly when coming up in just a little bit. But first and foremost, do want to take you outside this evening. And as we do, you're going to see clear skies out there. As we get a look from our Blue Ridge cam this evening, you're going to see, again, clear skies, cool conditions. Can't see the cool conditions, but if you step outside, you're going to feel the cool conditions. You'll see right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. We are currently at 48 degrees. So here's the drill. Your weather headlines breaking it down for you. We've got a frost advisory in store for the IE tonight. That kicks in at 11 o'clock, lasts through 8 o'clock in the morning. So we're still looking at chilly overnight temperatures, but warmer in most spots. Not warm, but a little warmer. Warming up slightly as we head into the next few days in the afternoon hours, but then another round of wind on the way and a chance of rain on the way as well. We're going to have that in your 5-day forecast in a minute, but you'll see we got up to 66 degrees today in downtown. So we were a couple degrees below average for this time of year, and we were actually a little warmer. You'll see over the next 24 hours, looks like we're just a tiny bit cooler, 40s for you, and then getting up to the 60s by the afternoon hours, 64 by the time we reach the afternoon. Lows tonight a little more tolerable in some spots compared to last night, but still quite cold and below freezing in a lot of spots. Big Bear, you'll see 15 degrees, Lancaster 17. Doesn't seem like it's warm, but again, we are warming it up just a couple of degrees. Palmdale, you were in the teens last night, 23 tonight. Do you want to mention Lancaster? You actually set a record yesterday, or technically this morning. You got down to 13 degrees. So it doesn't look like we're going to set any records tonight, but of course there's always that chance. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon into the 50s and the 60s, 64 in Anaheim, 63 in Santa Monica, and Palmdale 56 degrees. And here's the drills. We take a look at your forecast. You're going to see slightly warmer temperatures, and there's that chance of wind on the way. We've got a couple things happening. Low pressure coming through. It's going to be a slider, an inside slider. Basically, it's just going to pass through, and as it does, it's not really going to have a big bearing on our forecast, but high pressure moving in closer to the weekend. We're going to see a bit of a pressure gradient right there. With that, we are expecting some Santa Ana winds and cold air advection. What does that mean? Cold air is moving into our forecast, and as it does, we're still expecting cool conditions for the basin in Orange County, cool and clear, breezy and windy, with that chance of rain on our way Monday. Back to you.
All right, thank you.
And Evelyn, you are getting your Hanukkah bush.
Yes, there we go. I've got my Hanukkah
I think that's
bush.
great.
It's wonderful.
It's fabulous.
Got it on my desk.
Do you decorate those, by the way?
Do you decorate those?
You know, it's sort of you improvise because there's no real such thing, but
Right.
you know, you can. I've got blue lights on mine.
Oh,
How about that?
Good.
Yeah, it's fun. Did you put ornaments on your tree?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
That takes some eggnog, and then you start the
All
process.
right, there we go. Well, we're getting in the spirit. It's cold enough, isn't it? Feels like the holidays out there. It's sure, well, getting close, and you're feeling it right now. If you step outside, we're into the 40s this evening in the basin right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. Some spots getting down to the 30s, 20s, even the teens. So clear conditions out there. We are eyeing a frost advisory over the IE. That goes into effect at 11 o'clock. That's when temperatures really start to get chilly, and it stays in effect through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. You'll see temperatures right now falling into the 30s, 36 in Palmdale, 45 in Santa Clarita, San Pedro 56 degrees, and Laguna Beach at 52 degrees. So we're looking at chilly overnight temperatures. And again, it's a little warmer tonight, but still not warm by any stretch of imagination. Warming up by a few degrees as we head toward the later part of the week. More wind on the way, and finally, there it is, a chance of rain. That's something a lot of us have been wondering about because we're wondering about that snow as well. We'll have more on that coming up in your extended forecast in just a bit. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right, thank you, Evelyn.
Wind and maybe even a little bit of rain. So got some changes on the way. But before we get there, we're taking you to Sky 9 right now. Gorgeous shot, mostly clear conditions out there. So thank you for that. And again, we are dealing with cool conditions all over again. We're in the 40s right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. We're also looking at temperatures dipping down to the 30s, 20s, teens. It's chilly overnight, but it is a tiny bit warmer compared to where we were last night. Also just a little bit of a warm up as we head into the afternoon hours. More wind on the way and a chance of rain on the way. So we're going to have that in your extended forecast in a minute. You'll see earlier today we got up to 66 degrees in downtown. We were a couple degrees below average for this time of year, and we're keeping it below average as we head into the next 24 hours. Clear conditions, but cool conditions. 40s first thing in the morning, and again by the afternoon, only really making it into the 60s. Overnight temperatures look like this: teens, 20s, and 30s. These are some of your coldest spots, of course, and we are still dealing with a frost advisory in the IE. That kicks in at 11, lasts through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. You'll see temperatures tomorrow afternoon into the 50s and 60s for the most part, not getting out of the 60s. 64 in downtown, Riverside 66, Woodland Hills also getting up into the 60s tomorrow. So we do have a few things going on here. First of all, we've got high pressure building into Southern California. That's going to eventually bring another round of Santa Ana winds in the forecast. That mixed in with low pressure. It looks like it's just sliding by us. It's really not going to affect us too much at this point, but I will tell you, as we head toward the weekend, expecting a little bit of a warm up with that high pressure, but we're also expecting windy conditions and cold air filtering in again. So with that, it's that cold Santa Ana wind, not the warm kind. You'll see for the valleys in the Inland Empire, we're into the 60s, reaching 70 by Saturday, and then by Sunday, cooler temperatures, and there it is by Monday and Tuesday. Just a slight chance of rain at this point. Nothing major, but we're leaving that chance in the forecast. For the coast as well, sunny skies, breezy to windy Friday to Saturday. That's when the next wind event should take place. By Sunday, a little cooler ahead of that chance of rain, or showers rather, Monday into Tuesday. And for the basin in Orange County, sunshine through Sunday. Again, also a chance of a shower or two by Monday with cooler temperatures and the wind kicking in Friday into Saturday. Until then, cold overnight and below average by the afternoon. Back to you.
Okay.